Hi guys, we're back with another adventure. We are here owl prowling at the nature preserve, and it's one of my favorite animals. We get to learn about them and their habitats, and I think we even get to see some in person. Let's go check it out.
Marianne will take you back to the farm.
Okay, thank you. Hi.
Center. We've been here for 16 years, but we just recently, 2019, were able to move all the birds here, some of whom you'll meet tonight before that we go outside for prowling. But we focus on the owls. We also have hawks and a vulture here also. So if you come back during the day, you can see those guys because they're out during the daytime. We're going to have an indoor program which will last about 40 minutes, and we'll meet the owls that we have ready for you guys to meet, and then we'll hit the trails. And the reason why I brought flashlight is I don't want anyone to fall in the pond. I almost did tonight. It's very smelly and wet, and I don't want you to trip on the trails. I'll be using a collar to try to call in our resident screech owls. He's been very active lately, so I'll be playing a collar. And we'll be really quiet, listening, and usually 9 times out of 10, it's one of you guys who will actually hear the owl, and will kind of know where to go on the trail. And then, hopefully, he'll fly right in and give us a good, he or she, give us a good look, maybe 2. Travel to schools and hospitals and libraries. They travel in these special boxes made just for them.
Oh.
Yep. And
Oh, he is adorable. Adorable.
so this is a screech owl. This is an adult screech owl. Like I said, his name, he's a boy. He's full grown. He was found after being hit by a car.
Oh, no.
In January of this year.
Oh, he's cute.
He lost his eye.
Oh.
But so he's only got one good eye. Limited vision due to losing one eye, but his other eye is very beautiful. Screech owls come in 2 different colorations, gray and red. We have both colorations in the forest. We're not sure who's the male or who's the female. This is a male. Males are smaller than the female. We found all across Texas. And then once you really get out of Texas, or really far west Texas, you get into the home of the western screech owl, which looks almost identical but slightly different. These are cavity nesting owls, meaning they nest in tree holes left behind by woodpeckers, which we were talking about, right? Or trees that have natural holes in them. And they set up their territories at this time of year. They usually have 2 to 4 young in the nest. Takes about a month to grow up. And this is the owl that we're going to be looking for tonight. It's much, and when we go out into the forest, it's much easier to find them at night when they're moving around and calling, because they camouflage really, really well during the daytime, especially the gray morph when they're standing right next to a tree. They look just like the bark of a tree. But this is the general shape that we're going to look for, silhouette in the trees, and the size. So, again, we won't hear them flying because they fly silently. But we'll look for the motion and hopefully hear them calling.
Look at
This is Juliet.
Oh, Juliet. Oh.
Juliet is a barred owl, and I'll walk around with her in just a second. B-A-R-R-E-D. Barred owls are called barred owls because of the stripes on their feathers. She is 14 years old. She was found along the Brazos River when she was about 5 weeks old. She had fallen from her tree nest during a really bad storm, and she wasn't old enough to fly. She didn't have any flight feathers, so she fell probably 50 or 60 feet and shattered her right wing. She was found by some folks hiking along the river, rescued, sent to a bird rescue center, and the veterinarians had to amputate her wings because it was so badly broken. So obviously she can't fly with just one wing. So she's one of our education ambassadors. You can see she only weighs about 1 pound. But if I hold her, I know she's talking.
Oh.
If she had both wings, this is a big bird. You know, if she had her other wing, and you saw a bird this size, you can see the striping where they get their name, barred owl.
Okay, that's fine.
And I'm going to show you her ear. So this is an owl. I'm going to hold her this special way. So this is an owl that doesn't have those feather tufts. They have a round face, dark brown eyes, and again, their ear hole is located right behind their eyes. So I'm going to tickle her feathers out of the way so you can look inside of her ear hole.
Oh, wow. This one. Oh my God! It's a barn owl.
This is Getty.
One of my favorites.
Getty is a male barn owl.
Beautiful.
He lives here with his sister. We should be able to see his sister when we take our trail walk. She's usually sitting in the barn window. Getty and Alex are 18 years old, like I said, brother and sister. And they're a little bit different from the other birds that we have here at our center. They were actually hatched in captivity at the Cincinnati Zoo and raised to be education birds. They lived and worked at a zoo in Chicago for 15 years. And then they were moved to a zoo in Louisiana, and now they have their final home here with us here in Houston. You can see that Getty is almost pure white. The males become pure white as they get older. The females keep kind of rusty color on their feathers. And I'm going to walk around so I can show you a couple other things. So birds stand on their toes. So once you think about standing on your toes, your ankle would be up in the air. So barn owls have really big feet. He's standing on his toes, and
he was looking to
his
find.
ankle is way up here. His knee is way up here. His hip is up high. So this whole structure is his foot. And that enables barn owls to capture mice in thick grassy fields and marshes. They fly low over the vegetation, like the Katy Prairie is a great place to look for them, or the coastal marshes.
So, and is he the kind of regular size, or is he on the smaller side?
No, regular size. The females are a little bit bigger. Of course, when they fly, they look a lot bigger.
Yeah, they.
Oh my goodness.
This is Simon, yes. Simon is 4 years old. She's a female great horned owl. She was found alongside of a highway with a broken wing and a broken leg. Luckily, she was rescued, and she was repaired at the bird rescue center that she was sent to. But her wing is slightly crooked, so she can't fly well enough to be released back into the wild. But this is the big hoot owl that we have here in the Houston, Texas area. Huge yellow eyes, enabling them to see really well after dark. Big, kind of furry slippers, feathered slippers on their feet. Feathered feet all the way down to their talons, because great horned owls live all across North America. And if you're up north, living in the wintertime, you have to have that protection. And they also hunt for some pretty dangerous prey. They're the #1 predators of skunks. They don't care if they smell bad. They eat raccoons and possums and snakes. And having feathered feet helps to protect your feet in case your prey decides to bite you back. She eats a big rat for dinner every night. She has about 15,000 feathers. If she gets hot, birds don't sweat. They don't have sweat glands. So again, she does not have any bare skin like the other owls did on their feet. So if she wants to cool off, she pants. And a lot of birds pant to cool off. And so this is how she keeps cool. You know, it's kind of hot and humid tonight, and she's looking at all of you guys, checking you out. Their eyes are very sensitive. Their eyes are very sensitive to changes in light. So at night, you know, that pupil is wide open. You can hardly see any of the yellow iris. They have figured out how to live in urban areas. I monitor a pair of great horned owls out in Katy that have been nesting in a flower box on the side of a house for 10 years. And they arrive every December to retake over their territory. And they hunt for a lot of rabbits and the green spaces in between the neighborhoods. We always tell everybody a really simple thing you can do to help protect owls is to not litter. Because when people litter in the street, that attracts rodents, and the rodents attract the owls. And of course the owls, remember, they don't see very well inside, so when they're locked into their prey, they don't even see the cars and the trucks coming there. In Houston, we've got plenty of owls that we can find right around here. So I'm going to let you listen to the calls of the most common owls, and then we're going to meet our owl friends. This is the barred owl. If you live in an area with big old trees near water, like a creek or a lake or a pond, you might attract some barred owls. And barred owls are extremely vocal. They love to chat day and night. And they sound like, when they're calling, it sounds like they say, "Who cooks for you? Who cooks for y'all?" Who cooks for you? Who cooks for y'all? And if you happen to have a couple barred owls having a party, then it can be very, very loud.
Oh my god.
If you've ever been to Brad's
An owl
State
party.
Park, they are very vocal there. I've actually heard that people don't get much. Probably the most recognized owl in the world. They're found all over the world except for the polar regions. They live in barns and sheds, as their name implies. In the old days, they would have lived in or nested in hollow trees, but as the forests were cleared, they changed and started nesting in man-made structures, and now that's what they seek out. It takes them about a week before they get their first set of down feathers, so they need to nest somewhere very protected from weather, rain and wind and cold temperature changes. And the barn is the perfect place because they are built to eat mice. But I want you to use your imagination and think about living in the old days, and you've got your farm, there's no electricity, and it's dark like it is tonight, and your dad tells you, "Hey, go check on the chickens in the barn." And remember, there's no light, you don't have a flashlight even, maybe you have a candle. You go out to the barn and you open the barn doors, and something white flies above you without making any sound, and you hear this sound from inside the barn.
Oh my god.
They
Oh.
don't hoot,
No.
they scream and they hiss, and when it's loud, which it can be, it's like a woman screaming. So, of course, in the old days, people
I've
started
heard that
believing
before.
that those were the ghosts of like Aunt Maggie who passed away or whatever. Make up all kinds of stories because they're white and they don't make a sound when they're flying, and then they scream. So the poor barn owls had a bad day. Me too. Ooh, that's the male. But it's a regular hooting call. That's the great horns. The screech owl that you asked about earlier, this is the owl, again, that we're going to go looking for. Red morph and gray morph. The screech owl does not screech. The screech owl makes a whinny call that sounds like a horse and a trill. So this is what we're going to be listening for. That's their whinny call. And this is their trill. And when you hear that at night, like maybe in your neighborhood, it's very eerie, and it can be projected from really far away. And it can be very soft. So when we're out on the the trails, I'll be playing those calls, and you guys will be in charge of trying to listen, to help me listen for where the owl is.
Now we're out here, we're about to do some owl prowling for real.
No.
Oh, look at that.
It's a barn.
Where? Oh, there. Yep. There he is. Yeah. Cute little thing. Wow. Yep.
He's in that little...
Did you see him flying?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. There's like a family. All in the trees. What do you think so far?
Good.
Yeah? You like it?
Yeah.
You get to see owls up close and personal
Yeah.
instead of just reading about them, or instead of just seeing them in books. Yeah, she said there's like a whole pond down here. Instead of just reading about them and seeing them in movies. Let's see where we're going. Welcome to the bayou. Here, look, shine it down there so you can see. Always up there. Can barely see them. Oh, it flew.
up there.
I see it. Is that the end of that branch? I see it. What right there?
Yeah. You shining your light over here?
I see it. Where is it?
It flew into this tree over here. Yeah, he's right there, that little white dot. Yeah, the little white dot on the branch.
Right there.
Oh,
I think I fly.
and there he goes.
I see it.
He flew off.
Do you see it, Miles? Yeah, I see it. It's right there on that branch.
Oh, and there he goes.
You want to look in the binoculars?
And went off again. Yeah. We did go in a circle. We're back at the barn. And here we are. What is it? I can't see.
It is a great horned owl. Great
Oh.
horned owl. It's right there.
Oh, look at you. Okay. I don't want to scare him too much. Yeah. So what do you think? We get to go to the gift shop now, and the gift shop has other animals in it. I think there were snakes too. Oh, look at this. The ball python in there. Oh, there it is. It's a ball python. Pellets and birds.
Can I see the pigeons
pigeons over there.
No,
I didn't see one, so it was.
He's fishing out of the log. Ah, look at him.
Oh,
What is this? Oh, corn snake.
mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
His name is mac and
Corn
cheese.
snake.
come over here.
Oh, yeah, purple markings.
This is a basket.
The blue one's in the pouch. If you look right here, you can see him. Wait, they move out of place. So
I
they
think
fit in there.
it's a possum.
You're right. It
Is
is a
it
possum.
yellow?
Is it?
Pickles.
Pickles. Pickles the possum. Oh, look at them. Oh, I love these little birds. Look at you guys. There's another one hiding behind the flowers. Look at you. Oh, I love birds.
Christmas owl.
Oh, that's so cute.
Look, see, it's made of.
Oh, pine cones.
Can't get a puzzle.
Yeah, they got all sorts of stuff.
Don't get one after.
Oh, look at this. You see the pigeon?
Yeah.
Avery was given a memory of Dorothy Elizabeth.
Guys, look.
All sorts of cute stuff, huh? Here too.
But there's two birds in here.
Yeah, those are one of my favorite type of birds. I love those.
Hey, those
Like those little finch birds. Taxidermy. That's incredible.
And that patch will also give you free.
Hello. Hello. Are you sleepy?
Usually on the island you have to buy day passes, but that patch will get you in all year.
Oh, look at that big old toad. Yep, that's a toad. That's a skunk right there.
Oh my god.
Hmm? Oh my god.
Spiders.
That's a gator head right there, a baby one. That concludes the video. Hope you guys liked it. We had a lot of fun learning about our favorite animals. And we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye guys! Hit that like and subscribe and we will see you next time.